All right, so for my Curiosity 1-to-1, I ended up choosing one of my coworkers that is in the same situation as I am as far as major work, stuff like that goes. She's a year ahead of me, so I figured it'd be kind of interesting to see how she also went from CSE to CEHD, doing the business and marketing education major. I think it'd be really cool to just kind of get to know her and what the things that she's doing with the major, kind of like that, because it's going to be eventually, so that was kind of cool. We decided to meet in Kaufman after work shift. We both work at IT, so we both were off around the same time, and then we just met up, got some Panda, and then sat down and talked about that. I don't really know a lot of my coworkers well because mostly the ones I do know are the ones that started around the same time as me. She started about a year before me, so it worked out. And contacted via just our work chat, so it was pretty normal, pretty average kind of day. It was all good. Got that set up, and it's more or less talked about our feelings, stuff like that, hopes of whatever happened in our major so far, and where we're going to take it. Like I already said, we met in person in Kaufman Memorial. Just after work, we got some Panda and talked over it about some orange chicken and chow mein, so it worked out pretty good. Got dinner out of it as well. But when I told Nola that I picked her for this, she was actually just kind of laughed it off because she has already been through this class herself, which is kind of cool to be able to talk about and stuff like that. But totally understood because been through it, knows exactly what needed to be done. But she was able to provide a lot of cool stuff, for hers versus mine, kind of stuff like that. Some of the cool stuff that I learned talking about with her was just like how the major shaped up for her, what kind of classes she's taking, very much like that. Our major is the business and marketing education is very broad and covers a lot of things, so it's kind of cool to see some of the ways that she applied it. So far, the classes she's taken, like sales, marketing, stuff like that. Science of the Future, which is another cool class that I'll end up taking as well. But it was just kind of cool to kind of get like a future look into what I would be doing and plan out, predict, see how I would take it, if I'd like it, stuff like that. In addition, that she talked about how there's a leadership, or I'm sorry, not leadership, a internship part of our major, and you get credit for it. So that would be one cool thing I think that this leadership course especially will be able to be applicable for when I go for that, is that be able to pull that out as my experience and take things I've learned from this course as well and go from there. That'll be useful and cool. Uh, in addition, we were able to kind of connect over both being from computer science and having struggled a lot with it. Both took the first Python class. That's kind of looking back on my past and how like some of the way it made you feel kind of thing. It was cool to be able to connect with her over the exact same kind of stuff when she was not feeling like, this is not really right for me, and was able to discover this major as well. But sharing a lot of those interesting feelings of like, this is not right, this is scary, stuff like that. For when you're wanting to change a college major, it's really kind of spooky. I don't know if any of you guys have already done that, but it's like, you got to switch classes, go, I'm going to be behind, what about my scholarship, stuff like that, or you end up not doing well or failing class kind of thing. If you're just in the wrong place, it's really hard to be able to decide, I just need to get out of here and to go do something else, which is really cool. And I was able to share that experience with her and myself, both having done that. So that was, it feels good to be able to know that where I'm going is better than where I've been, kind of thing. As far as knowledge or currency that I was able to get out of this interaction with Nola, it was actually kind of a double kind of conglomerate there for both guidance and a connection / resource. For starting off guidance, she can be used as, I consider her a friend that I can use her as other things that she's done. Hey, I'm taking this class just like you were that one time. What do you think about this? Or, hey, what do you think about this assignment? Can I get some help? Stuff like that. As far as just in school and even out of school after college, we could connect and use her as a guidance for more of the connection resource. After school, what are you doing with your work? What's going on? Hey, what did you end up doing? How do you think of this? What do you think of this? Because they'd be able to be just pretty much somebody that's almost the exact same as me professionally or educationally, being able to connect with them and help me figure out something that I might need done, or knowledge or resource, or down the road if you need to ask about a question or expertise, always good to have some contacts and numbers that you can call. So that'd be a good help for later in life and for the next couple years of my classes. All right, so as far as conclusion now, the meeting is over. Some of the predictions I thought would come true is I thought she would be able to really help me as far as knowledge of what's going to be coming in the next couple of years, and so we could be connected and be friends to where I'll be able to use that as a resource, not only just have another friend, but just professionally later when I'm in the job world looking for stuff like that, where I need help or I might need to ask a question of somebody that I currency of power. And what is farther or further on, as I think I did really well with my meeting with Nola, is that just the connection level. I was able to just casually talk to her, and we had a really good time. Actually, we were able to just talk about this and majors and school and stuff like that, without feeling like, oh, I'm going to this meeting and have to talk about education at school. But it was just a really fun and nice connection to make, and hopefully it'll be pretty great down the future and we'll stay friends. So that's pretty much it.